Well, the situation in northwestern Syria is really bad. The situation across Syria is really bad, of course, with something like 70% of the population requiring humanitarian assistance, according to the latest data. But in Idlib and other parts of northwestern Syria, that figure rises to 90%, so 9 out of 10. And that tells you something, I think. We're now in winter, which places particular strain on the humanitarian operations and on all this stuff, basically with dwellings and heating, fuel, everything. On top of that, we've had the COVID-19 pandemic rampage through the area, and we're now also seeing since autumn cholera having returned to Syria. So this year or last year, we haven't really seen the kind of fighting that we used to see in northwestern Syria. Idlib used to be a particular hotspot and has been throughout the war since 2011. But since 2020, since spring 2020, we haven't really seen that kind of fighting, that kind of major fighting with big offensives and so on, in any part of Syria, and not in the northwest either. And that has to do with a lot of things, but basically it's the conflict has entered kind of a frozen, semi-frozen state because of agreements between Turkey and Russia and others, the United States and others, Iran. Really, it's sort of the economic decay of the country that is the driving force at this point. Part of it is just that the conflict has gone on for so long. People have lived in camps and lived on the run, displaced for so long. There's just nothing to sustain them anymore. Part of it is aid cuts due to the Ukraine war, which absorbs a lot of European and American aid, due to the global economic conditions, which are reflected in Syria as well, of course. I think Syria is becoming a forgotten conflict. What draws attention in the media is bombs and killing and military offensives and things of that sort, and you just don't see that in Syria at this point.